Welcome to Popping Collars, the podcast that lives at the intersection of religion and pop culture, the longest running Episcopal podcast in the history of the.
Civilization.
Well, is civilization still going?
I mean,
Not for long.
In the history of all the apocalypses? That's
with all these alerts of cabinet posts, I'm just, yeah, the whole cavalcade of stars for the Great Muppet Show. It really feels like they are just present.
Oh, wait, here's a fun one we haven't broken out in a long time. The number one Christmas podcast
Oh, it's
on
coming up.
Pandora in
Let's go.
December of 2020.
For all 20
Oh,
people who still do Pandora.
Wow.
wow, 4-year anniversary.
Wow. What a time.
I
What a
mean,
time to be alive.
as long as you have Charlie Brown as your not trademarked, now public domain
Hey,
image, it can happen for you too.
that's right. My name
That's
is
right.
Greg Knight. I am the Director of Spiritual Development at First Unitarian Universalist of the Palm Beaches. That is a mouthful. Jeez. I gotta figure out a
That's
way to
new.
shorten that.
I like that. No, I like it. I
Um,
like that title.
well, thanks.
Make an acronym out of
Yeah,
it. The
I'm into it.
FUU something.
The DSD
Oh no. The
UUPB.
FUU? What does that mean?
ESD FUUPB.
Everyone needs to just see that Ricardo's neck is like on swivel. Like it is just like happening. I appreciate
Just let it flow. Let's keep that flow going. Ricardo Avila's with me. Ricardo, what's going on where you are?
Greg, hi. I am the rector of St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Los Gatos, California. We are sliding into Advent season. Hoo-wee. It's a slippery slope, lots of apocalypse, and at many levels of reality. And I don't think I have much to say. Oh, I figured out. Not to give away, I think we're timeless. We're not supposed to say when we're actually recording this. So, but just to say, I figured out today with my admin that we have 17 service bulletins between
Oh.
now and December 29th to
Hmm.
create, which means we have 17 services to actually provide. And I don't know how that's going to happen because that's not a lot of time for 17 services.
it's
But
not.
you get through it, you come out on the other side, you look back and you say, wow, I don't know how it happened, but here we are. Let's have another Mai Tai. So,
Mm.
oh, so that's what I've got to say. I don't know Mai Tai. Margarita.
FYI, on the service leaflet thing, I
Mm.
highly recommend having someone outside of your institution read your service leaflets
Mm.
for edits and stuff,
Hmm.
especially if it's a Christmas or Easter service, because then they can tell you whether or not your announcements and stuff make sense. Right?
To a newcomer
That's true.
or a visitor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
right.
hot tip.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a hot tip. And FYI, Mai Tai's underrated.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever had a Mai Tai.
it's a hot tip too.
Yeah, California, home of the Tiki Bar. Like you
Is
can
that a
go.
rum-based cocktail?
It's a rum-based cocktail.
Okay.
Like, I really do find great joy when, like, I have a colleague here who really appreciates rum cocktails, makes incredible rum cocktails. So when we have traveled together, we have found tiki bars, and I'm like, this is really nice. This is fun.
Nice.
Have
Fun
you been to
glasses, the whole thing.
did you ever go to the Tonga room in the Fairmont Hotel in San Francisco?
I never went. Like, that's the OG. Like, I would
Yeah.
love to have gone there.
I actually don't know if it's still there. It might be. Should we ask
Guys,
Siri?
put it on the list. We're gonna do a live
Hey,
podcast from the
Siri.
Tonga
Well,
room.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna I'm
it.
gonna be in the
Oh my
Bay
God.
in March, Ricardo.
Come on.
Mid-March. So let's go grab my ties
Hmm.
while I'm out there.
We will if it's still open. Because what they used to
Incredible.
have,
I'm
I
looking
I
up.
I had an after work 40th birthday kind of little gathering. Was it 40th? No, maybe 30th, 35th with my coworkers at the Tonga room, and they used to have happy hour with these little free snacks and things, and then you get your big drink. And a band would go out on an island and play, and it was like a big water area in the middle, and they'd float around on this little island playing, and then there'd be rainstorms.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll meet
Those
you
are
there.
great.
Bring
It's
your
Studio 54, like
yeah.
West Coast. That's a
I'll meet you there,
go.
Ricardo. Bring your Easter service leaflets, and I'll read them for you while you're.
Enough. I don't. Yeah, we'll correct them over my ties. That's a good idea.
Okay. Who else have I got? Liz Easton. Liz Easton, you're here.
Hey, Greg, I am
Wow.
here. I am the canon to the ordinary of the Diocese of Nebraska. And let's see, gosh, what to tell you. We have many openings in the Diocese of Nebraska. I'd love to talk to you.
Let's go.
That's true,
Yeah.
actually. That's true. We're a fun place to work. And we had a bunch of retirements in the year ahead and the year past. So we're every once in a while in a diocese, you have like a cycle like that, and it kind of reshapes the whole team. So it's very exciting. So happy to talk to anyone who is looking for a new call in the Diocese of Nebraska. What else? You all know I have the seasonal sadness. I would not call it seasonal depression, but I feel like every year I check in on that with you guys. So Sad Light really doing its ministry. My tip, it's too late now, but for next year, my tip is to get that started before the time change. Get it started before you need it. And vitamin D, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Is tiredness part of this too, Liz? Like, do you go to bed earlier? Like,
I'm actually trying to go to bed earlier because I'm trying to institute a morning routine, like one of those girlies that has a morning routine. But it doesn't actually work that well for me. It takes me a long time to fall asleep. So no, I just start getting really bummed out at like 6 p.m. when I look out the window and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I have to stay up for 4 more hours. What do you want me to do? I don't want to go out anywhere, for God's sakes. It's dark. What, I have to read the paper? What?
No.
What?
No, that's when you're streaming the new season of Bad Sisters. That's what you should be doing.
Oh, this is an interesting pop culture. This is embarrassing to admit, but I'm here for it.
Let's go.
All of a sudden, like all at once, my Apple TV stopped being it aged out. Planned obsolescence. It was like overnight. The only app that works on it is Amazon Prime. At the same time, my at-home laptop aged out streaming. It just happened like over one weekend.
wow.
Have I had the time or the inclination to go buy a new TV? No. Apple TV. I don't need a whole new TV, but no, I have not done that. So
That is
now
weird.
I only watch TV on my phone, which adds to the seasonal depression. Because then
I
you're
agree.
sitting
That's
there-
too much blue light. No,
I know,
Liz,
and I'm like sitting there in my
no.
little easy chair watching like reruns of Gilmore Girls on my phone. I'm
Oh.
painting
Oh,
a
we gotta
sad
get you
picture
on
of
that
my
phone.
life, which is really quite wonderful. So I don't want to make it sound
No.
like that, but I
No,
need
we
to
just
get
need a new
out there.
TV. We
Yes,
need
I'm
the new
thinking of
Apple
going the
box.
Roku route.
I have the Roku.
The
Everyone loves
Roku's not
Roku.
bad, especially
Yeah.
like the little stick. Like
Yeah,
that.
people love it. So
Yeah.
that might be my
Yeah.
next purchase.
Yeah, let's go.
Anyway, that was a lot about me. I'm doing great.
Great.
Hasn't snowed yet, so we're all good.
Liz, do you like candles at night?
I do. I like candles. I love seasonal decorations that are luminescent. So right now I'm still, I don't like Christmas, so I push that off as long as I can. So I have some glowing pumpkins.
Oh,
I have lots of lamps. I have
A little more
glowing pumpkins.
autumnal.
I'm still in autumn over here. Yeah, absolutely. And then once the Christmas decorations roll out, then you've got your little fairy lights, and I have some other illuminated decorations. So yeah, in the winter time, I like to bring all the lights and I get a little cozy vibe going. But in the morning, the sad light is legit. I used to think it was fake science, but I actually find it helpful if you start using it early.
wow.
Wow.
I got a mulled cider candle, scented candle, and it wasn't like cloying because it smelled, I thought it was good. It was like
Really? That
expensive.
sounds like very Yankee Candle adjacent.
I know,
And that
I know.
is frightening to me.
I
It's
got
good though?
I got it in Door County, Wisconsin, which has reputable shops. And it was like $25, which I think means it's classier. But I
Lovely.
love it. It's not overwhelming. And now I don't have to look for the mulled cider spices. I can just light the
Light the candle. Do you know who makes great seasonal candles? This is a hot tip.
Mm.
Trader Joe's.
They
They're
do.
all soy based, so it's like soy
Mhm.
and essential oil, so they're not toxic, and they're like $6.99 or something, and they last forever.
Okay.
We have been giving out a ton of hot tips in this intro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to throw in the like 5 hours later bit here, but my youngest daughter, Penelope, she has started watching like there's like a cute little group of like YouTubers that she's kind of into, and nothing seems exceedingly bad that they do. So I'm comfortable with her watching them. But one of them is a lady named Sophia Nyad who does like makeups and stuff like that. But one of the things that she loves to do is like melt a bunch of things together and make like a super version of something. And she did it with like all the different brands of Yankee Candle. She like
Oh,
No,
melted
thank you.
all like 90
No.
something candles together and made like a super
a
candle out
super
of
candle. Oh my
it.
I will
God,
not.
that
I will
sounds
not do that.
dangerous in a lot of
Sounds.
ways.
I mean, I have trouble when several girls in my like sophomore class decide to all wear the same perfume to
Yeah.
class, and it's just overwhelming.
Apparently it's a
I
lot of
can't do it.
citrus notes and a lot of like mint, peppermint, like kind
Oh.
of stuff. Yeah. So anyway.
Hmm.
Right
Well,
on.
Okay, Betsy, we've arrived at you. What's going on?
yeah. I just ordered a Palo Santo candle. I've wanted to try that fragrance. It was popular on as a giveaway on my Ask Rana podcast that I had Ricardo listen to at some point. I think it was Ricardo. But anyway, we are, Greg, just army crawling on very raw forearms towards Thanksgiving break is what's happening here. This is the longest stretch in schools, and we have not had the gift, being a boarding school, of having kids like basically not in school from like Halloween through election day, which
Mm.
seems to have been the way public schools are in our area have kind of operated. So this is the longest stretch, the longest pull for students and teachers at this point. So we are just trying to get there. We are headed towards, we get a week off for Thanksgiving, which is amazing. So our international students can travel and people can kind of go be with their loved ones. So it's a nice opportunity. But everybody is kind of at that point where they need to just get away from each other. Yeah, a little bit, right? We all love each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows. I've gotten like almost 800 submissions for a Thanksgiving chapel. You know, some kids say, hey, consider me for reading. You know, we pick 9 out of
Hmm.
almost 800, which is wild. It is one of my favorite things that we do, but we are ready to not be around each other a little bit. And I think that that's really healthy. And I think it's healthy to name it. It's good to then come back and work. I mean, this is the latest that Thanksgiving can be, as we all know. And so we will come back, and it's only a couple less than 2 weeks of classes because we don't have Monday, and then it's like exams, and then they're out. So
Wow.
it's just will feel pretty fast on the other side. So we're kind of dealing with the calendar. I turned 50 from the last time we recorded.
That's right.
So
Yay.
now
Happy
it's just so fun. Greg
birthday.
and I both had our birthdays same day, October 30, babies, Devil's Night. Let's go. And so we did a great night out. Like it was awesome, like dinner. My sister came up, like a bunch of people from here and from like kind of all over this area. And then we went to this place called Rocket Grill that is in Old Town Alexandria. Highly recommend. It is a karaoke place, like all not like cool like Korean karaoke where you have your own room and your snacks and your bevies with your friends. No, this is old school stage, sea of humanity, and you got to read that room.
Did you
And so
sing?
oh yeah, Emily and I sang Freedom 90 by George Michael. Great
Oh.
song to duet
Classic.
together. There we go. There we go. It was great. But I have not been there on a weekend since before a child inhabited my womb. Like it has been, I think it was back when I was hanging out with Virginia Theological Seminary students and I like wanted to be in seminary. Like it was that far back. And in the sea of humanity, like black, white, young, old, like it was November 2. So like young people were trying to make Halloween happen for a second weekend. Like they were working really hard, but it was amazing. It was really lovely, and I had the best time. And we had
Yay.
we set up in a good area, and I wore this gold leather, like vegan leather jacket because it's 50 and that's the golden anniversary. So it felt really fun. And I'm so
Yay.
glad, I'm so thankful to my friends for like encouraging me to like do something and not to just get sucked into the
That's so
milieu.
fun. I love a decade. I love turning a new decade.
Let's go.
Yeah, love it.
It was great. It was great. So yeah.
Bravo.
Hey. Greg's coming up behind me. He's not here yet. He'll come. So
You get there.
let's go.
Get there eventually. I'm whatever the age is where you just forget how old you are when people ask you.
You don't know.
Like
You're in the
I have
middle.
no, I have
You're in
no
the middle.
clue. Like they're like I have to
43,
do
44.
math to figure it out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
No, it's tough. It's tough for you.
I will say this though. At my birthday, Karen brought out a cake with like my um with like candles. Oh, well, instead of like putting like the number of candles on our cake, we have candles with numbers on them.
Yes. Yes.
And so Karen brings it out and it says 37. And Clementine was like, 37? Man, that's pretty old. I'm like, yeah, and
Yeah.
listen to this. I'm older than that.
I'm holding that. That is not
That's all they
accurate.
had.
That's the
That's
wrong
actually a
age.
joke.
That's the wrong age. What was
That's so
Karen
cute.
doing? What was she doing?
Yeah.
What was she doing?
She was
She being
dreaming.
funny?
She just forgot.
Did you lose that number? Like what happened?
She just forgot. She was like, oh,
Oh
my
my
bad.
God. My bad.
What if Karen is a time traveler and accidentally got her years mixed up?
Oh man.
Wow. That would
She
be
wasn't
something.
like
Put
teasing you.
the
She wasn't
pastor.
like joking.
No, it wasn't a joke. She just totally spaced on how old we were at the point.
That's
It's like
cute.
37 sounds right, Yeah. So